Hi guys, my name is James and we're in day 6 of deVOtion, and today we're going to be taking a look at Proverbs chapter 6. So we're going to be taking a look at Proverbs chapter 6 verse 20 to 22, and it reads like this. It says, "My son, keep your father's command and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them always on your heart and fasten them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. And when you awake, they will speak to you." When you think about the book of Proverbs, a lot of the time we think about it being a book of wisdom, we think about it being a book about integrity or about doing the right thing, but many times when I look at Proverbs, I think about it as a book of choices and consequences. For each and every day we have to make choices in our life, some small and some big, but every choice brings about a result. And when I think about Solomon saying these words about keeping these words close to your heart and close to your life, I think about Moses in Deuteronomy, just as the children of Israel were about to enter into the promised land. Moses, with his experience, with everything he'd been through in life, he sat with these people of Israel on the verge of their promise, and he said to them, it all comes down to one thing. It comes down to your choices. He said, life and death has been set before you. And he urges them, as a father speaking to his son, as a father speaking to his children, he urges them and says, choose life. And I urge you today, and I urge myself, that in what is set before you, that you would choose life. And Solomon speaks with that same echo to a generation coming after him. He says, just as your mother and father have taught you, he says, keep those words close. And maybe like myself, maybe growing up, you didn't have a lot of positive things spoken over you. But the one truth we can take from this is that we have all had opinions and words and experiences that speak to our life today. And so just like Solomon urges them to hold words close, my question to you and I today is, what words do you hold close? What is it that you wake up with? What is it that you go to sleep thinking about? He says to bind them close to their heart and to tie these words around their neck. And just like right here in VOMCR Manchester, we're believing and we know that not only are we entering into certain promises, but we are living in certain promises. And maybe it's the same for you today, that you're on the verge of something. Well, I want to encourage you to take a hold of what God's word says about you, even if you have not had many positive things spoken over you. I dropped out of school at age 12. I was told I'd never get an education, and now I oversee the education in VOMCR Manchester. God is able to turn any situation around. And so I encourage you today, take a hold of God's word for your life. Take a hold of the people's words around you that seek for your best, and see what God can do. And the reality of that for your life and my life today is 3 things. Firstly is lay a hold of God's promises. The Apostle Paul said to Timothy, how do you fight the good fight? You fight it by recalling the things that God has spoken over your life. Remember those things today. Secondly, intentionally connect with people that have vision and faith and hope, because when you put yourself around those people, something great is going to take place in your life. And thirdly, prepare now for your future. Prepare now for what it is that God is about to do in your life, and we are going to see great things take place in this church, in our city, and in our nation. So today, step into your promise, hold on to God's word for your life, and see what he will do. God bless you.